Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Hello, scholars. Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello, hello. It's so very good to see you. Hello, hello. Time to sing and play.
Morning. It's morning, everyone. Today's the day. The sun is shining, the tank is clean, and we are getting out of... The tank is clean. The tank is clean!
Yes, indeed, it is a good morning. At least it is for me. The sun is shining. The tank is... I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's start today's lesson. It is so good to be with all of you today. Let's get to it. Let's stretch. Wiggle your toes too. Roll your neck around nice and slow. One more time. In that same direction. And switch. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Okay, stretch your shoulder. Gently pull it across and switch. Good. Stretch. Sorry, I meant to say switch. Take another deep breath in and let it out. And let's shake it out, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Great job, everybody. We are going to go right to Zumba rhythm today. So, follow along with me. Okay, so we have no new rhythms in Zumba rhythm today, but today should be pretty fun. I'm pretty excited. So, follow along with me. Here we go. Cinnamon, tiki tiki, cinco, pop. Tom, ti, ta, pa. Tom, ti, grasshopper, ti, ti. Tiki, tiki, cinnamon, tiki, tiki. Great job, everybody. So I'm just gonna turn up my volume a little bit so I can hear it better. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, second time through. Cinnamon, tiki, tiki, cinco, pop. Tom, ti, ta. Tom, ti, grasshopper, ti, ti. Tiki, tiki, cinnamon, tiki, tiki. Okay, 2 more times through. Whoops, almost got that one wrong. And here we go. Cinnamon, tiki, tiki, cinco, pop. Tom, ti, ta. Tom, ti, grasshopper, ti, ti. Tiki, tiki, cinnamon, tiki, tiki. Some of these are challenging for my feet. The tiki-tikis, man. When it gets fast. Okay, 1, 2, last time. Cinnamon, tiki-tiki, syncopa. Tom, ti-ta, ah. Tom, ti-grass, ti-ti. Tiki-tiki, cinnamon, tiki-tiki. Woo, my feet didn't really keep up with that last one, but that's all right. Great job, everybody. Let's go to our vocal warm-up. To warm up our voices, we are going to learn a brand new song. And it's not just going to be any ordinary song. I know that as 5th graders, it's one of your jobs this year to learn more about the United States. In particular, to learn about the states, the 50 states. So with that, I'm going to introduce this new song to you called 50 Nifty. And trust me, it's going to be stuck in your head for probably the next 50 years of your life. Listen and follow along with me.
50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. 50 nifty stars in the flag that billows so beautifully in the breeze. Each individual state contributes a quality that is great. Each individual state deserves a bow. We salute them now. 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Shout 'em, scout 'em, tell all about 'em. One by one till we've given a day to every state in the USA. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, North, South, East, West, and our home objective opinion is the best of the nifty, nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Shout 'em, scout 'em, tell all about 'em. One by one till we've given a day to every state in the good old Nifty United States from 13 original colonies. 50 nifty stars in the flag that billows so beautifully in the breeze. Each individual state contributes a quality that is great. Each individual state deserves a bow. We salute them now. 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Shout 'em, scout 'em, tell all about 'em. One by one till we've given a day to every state in the USA. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, north, south, east, west, in our objective opinion is the best of the nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Shout 'em, scout 'em, tell all about 'em, one by one, till we've given a day to every state in the good old
Great job, everybody. Well done. Let's go on to our main activity for today. So before we get started with our main activity, I'd like to review some of the main key phrases and terms that we've been using the last couple of weeks that all have to do with or interact with chords. A chord is simply two or more notes that is played at the same time. So a triad is a three-note chord. We also talked about major and minor chords. A major chord is a three-note chord that sounds happy. And a minor chord is its opposite. It's a three-note chord that sounds sad. And in the past, we've also applied the idea of major and minor to something called a scale. And a scale is simply a pattern of notes in a row. The reason we're reviewing some of these key terms is that you are going to see them today, and I just wanted to have them fresh in your mind. Because today's activity is simply going to be free time on a very specific website. Now, I just found this website the other week, and I thought it would be a great way for you to not only sort of continue to learn more about chords, but it's kind of like a musical sandbox. It's a great way for you to sort of jump in there to start messing around with chords. And the way it's set up is that you'll probably end up learning a lot more than you realize, even though you don't really need a ton of knowledge to go in and mess around with everything on this website. Before I give you your free time to go and explore, I want to go over to my computer and I'm just going to walk through some of the things that you're going to see, explain some of the different kinds of things you can do on this website, so I'm not just throwing you into the deep water. Let's go over there now. All right, so today we are going to be exploring the Chord Player on onemotion.com. I will include the links in the YouTube description as well as the Google Doc like normal, so you know exactly where to go. Now, let's just go through a couple of different things that we see up here on the screen. So it's really cool because you can basically either just go around and click and play these different chords, anything that you see here, and you can just sort of see how they sound. But then you can also drag and drop chords into this chord player down at the bottom. That's why it's called the Chord Player. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, but let's go and look at a couple of other things up at the top. So you have volume, so you can click on it, and then you can change the volume up or down. You can also change the sound or the instrument that's playing the chords. I'm just going to keep it on grand piano, but you can switch it to whatever else that you might want to play. Then we have style, and I'm going to keep it with once actually, so it just sort of will ring out the chord once I play it. If you switch it to something else like basic one, then it plays a basic sort of rhythm, something like that. And here you can also change the tempo, so you can change how fast or slow the chords are being played. And it is worth noting, if you are putting things into the chord player at the bottom and then pressing play to hear how they sound, it will change how fast or slow the chord player plays as well. And then finally, we have scale, one of our keywords that we just went over. If you change the key or the scale, it will generate new chords for you to choose from, a new pattern, a new set. If I change it from C major to something else, say D major,
you'll notice that it's the same pattern. We have a D major chord, an E minor, so the second chord is minor, the third chord is minor, this one is an F sharp minor. Then we have G major, A major, both major, and then B minor and C sharp diminished. So in a major scale, it's always going to go major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Let's go back to C major, just so we're looking at the original thing. Cool. We will talk at another time about what these C sus2, C sus4, C major 7, minor 7. We are going to talk about those at another time. But for today, if you want to use them, you can use them. Anyway, what I think that you will actually have the most fun doing today would be to drag and drop and create your own chord progression. So let's just do that right now. Let's say we decide to start with an F, then go to an A minor, then go to a D minor, then go to a G. And let's just press play and see how that sounds. Cool, yeah. And then you can always just drag it. I believe if you click on it and then press delete, it will delete the chord. You can move it. Let's see. Yeah, you can just sort of delete and then replace them with some other chords if you wish. So yeah, experiment with creating some of your own chord progressions. And then finally, if you're not as interested with creating your own, you can go and look at other famous chord progressions. If you go and switch from chords to examples, you'll notice they have all these different songs and all the different chord progressions for these songs written out. So if you were to press play, you can see it happening on the piano in front of you. So say let's go, if you were wanted to learn Dynamite by BTS, you could load that example, and now when you press play, you see the chords that it's going through, you're seeing what the right hand is doing, and you're seeing what the left hand is doing. And say you wanted to try and learn how to play it yourself, couldn't you go to style and change the tempo? And now you could learn it. 1, 2, Oh, this one's syncopated. It has a fun groove. The left hand's pretty complex, but you could also make it easier. Anyway, you all get the idea. So you are going to have 10 minutes to explore Chord Player and all that it has to offer. With that, your 10 minutes is going to start, and then we're gonna come back all together. We're gonna watch something to end our lesson, and then we will be done. So your 10 minutes starts now.
To finish off today, I just wanted to share this video with you. This is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. His name is Bobby McFerrin, and he's also just an incredible musician. He's not just a singer, but he's also a composer, a conductor. He conducts orchestras, sings with all different kinds of musicians in all different kinds of styles. And this is him performing with a choir from Harvard, I believe. And the performance is great, but one of the coolest things about it is that it's all being made up on the spot. They're doing something that's called circle singing. Now, they're not standing quite in a circle, more of a semicircle because this is a performance. But you'll notice that Bobby McFerrin is standing in the center of this group, and he's improvising. He's making up all these different sounds, these words, these notes, these rhythms. He's making it all up on the spot. And then what he does is, if he makes up something that he thinks is really cool, he hands it off, almost like a baton in a race, to one of the sections of the choir. And then they're gonna keep repeating that until he gives them something else. In the meantime, he's gonna keep improvising, and then if he finds another part that works really well along with the first part he gave away, he's gonna give that second part to, guess what? Another section in the choir. They're basically writing and creating a piece of music all together at the same time. He even gets the audience involved in it, which is pretty cool. Anyway, as always, enough blabbering from me. Without any further ado, enjoy the performance. Yes! Ah, that was so cool. Thank you for hanging in with me there for all over 5 minutes of the performance. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I do. With that, you guessed it, we are done for today. So, as always, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.